Deborah Zuke Smith here, vocal coach and artist mentor of Northern New Jersey and New York City, and I am thrilled to have the opportunity to interview Frank Iero. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Zuke.
So when I have a student that walks in, I usually start out asking questions to find out about the student, to know about them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you now, what made you seek out a vocal coach?
Well, I started a new project where I was going to be the singer, the main singer in the band, and it's something that I've done in the past, but never took very seriously, and I want it to take it seriously, and I know that the voice is an instrument, and it was an instrument that I really didn't know that much about, and I felt like a phony kind of getting up there and doing that without knowing how to play it. You know, I wouldn't do that with guitar, so why would I do that with my voice? So that was my attempt at becoming a professional voice smith.
Oh, I like that, a voice smith. I think I'll steal that from you. So, with learning the voice, what would you say was your biggest aha moment or revelation about the voice and using your voice?
Oh, man. Well, there's many, because I went into it knowing really absolutely nothing. I knew how to speak, kind of, but I feel like singing is it's a different animal. Tongue placement, breathing exercises, and warm-ups have changed my life. I feel like no, seriously, it has. It's night and day with attempting to get up and sing a note that you think you can hit, and then just doing it cold, as opposed to warming up in the morning and warming up before a show, and then attempting. It's like, wow, how did I not do this before?
So you have a tour coming up, and now you're going to be singing lead vocals.
Right.
And how does that feel? Are you prepared for this? What are you doing to prepare for this?
Tea.
Good.
You got me into tea.
Good.
Thank you very much. The first time I was in a band and sang, it was like I was a child, So you just got up there and did whatever you thought sounded good, and it ultimately didn't. And then I did a more of a hardcore band, and that was just kind of screaming and getting in people's faces and stuff. And this one, there's more elements to it where I feel like the songs call for just an actual voice at times, So I want to give the songs that it's due, So for this, what have I been doing? I've been warming up. I've been practicing more. Really deciding where in my vocal range certain parts should be. That was a big thing going over with you. Was just I can sing it up here. I can sing it down here. Like, what makes sense? Where's that sweet spot for this? And also making sure my tuning was right for certain songs. Like, do I drop this down a half step? That's really helps,
Right.
So just really examining the natures of the songs and how the vocals should sit, and also working with my brother-in-law Evan, who's also in the band, and he sings backups and some leads here and there just to keep my breath.
Nice. So, I find there are a lot of rock artists that don't seek out a vocal coach. Would you recommend that they do?
I think so. I mean, that's the thing, is some people have this natural ability, this natural gift, where they can just open their mouth and this beautiful thing comes out, and it just works. And that's great. I'm not that guy.
Right.
I wish I had that talent. I wish I could paint a beautiful picture, better than anybody. I wish I could sing like an angel, but it just, some of us have to work at it,
Right.
And I feel like even the people that can do that, it's imperative to know your instrument so that you can maintain it, so that you don't hurt yourself, and just to have those tools in your tool belt.
Do you feel that you have now learned some new things that your voice can do, and has it complemented your songwriting?
Yeah. I think anytime you start to study an instrument, and learn, a little bit of how the way things work, and the fundamentals of either placing your fingers or placing your tongue, that opens up doors, and then it's fun for you to go out and experiment with different things with that. As far as songwriting goes, Yeah, I think so. I think now I am more conscious of I guess head voice as opposed to chest voice. Um, where the vocal should lie, and where I should be writing to really um, gain access to that sweet spot in my voice.
What led you to being a musician?
I didn't necessarily have a choice. My father was a drummer. My grandfather was a drummer. I was just around it so much. They wanted me to play, but they didn't want me to be a musician, like a working musician. That was the thing, was like, practice, but don't you dare dedicate your life to this. Like, it's a bad idea. But I couldn't not.
But what about you yourself before? Was there anything before deciding to be a musician that you always wanted to be?
I wanted to make monsters in movies.
Cool.
Yeah, I wanted to be a special effects artist.
Serious?
Yeah, that's the thing, is I've always been around music, and I've always been around monster movies. That's just something that my father and I really connected on. We related to.
Cool.
And yeah.
So, with drawing monsters, that's an art form. Singing is an art form. Playing guitar is an art form. Do you now feel the connection with voice as an art form?
I do, and it's something I really have only stuck my toes in. Like, there's so much more to learn and explore with it, and it's really fun. Like, I feel like on this record that I'm doing, when I was writing the record, I actually wrote a lot of the songs on bass, and it's an instrument that I was kind of familiar with, but not, like, I didn't know very much about, and I just picked up and started to explore and experiment with, and it inspired me to write new stuff, just because it was something new, and I just got inspired by these new tones and new sounds I could make, and I feel like maybe that's happening now with learning the voice.
Nice. To go a little off topic, I know another thing that I do with my students is that I encourage them to get involved in organizations or charity organizations, and I have to thank you for donating your strings to Wear Your Music, which is an excellent organization. Do you think it's important, and do you think it's good for young artists to get involved at an early stage with an organization? Do you think that helps them along their journey?
I do. I mean, that's the thing, is we all have a little bit of free time, and we should keep some to ourselves. But for the most part, at least I've always found that too much free time for me has always been a bad scene. So any chance you get that is you're able to give back a little bit and to use your talents for that is it's the best.
So tell us a little bit about your tour. Where is it that you're starting? Where are you going? How long is the tour? Are you ready?
You're never ready.
Okay.
You're never ready until like the first night, and then you're like, I gotta be ready.
Where's your first stop?
Well, the record release is the August 25th, and that's in Ford's at Vintage Vinyl, which is like my favorite store in the world.
Nice.
And then the first actual start of tour is a headlining show in Howell, New Jersey, the Game Changer.
So, you're from New Jersey, and I'm from New Jersey, so tell me, what is your favorite thing about New Jersey?
Days like this. Family, being close. I love that it's like the smallest, biggest state in the world. I mean, you can travel 20, 30 minutes in any direction and hit like a lake, a mountain, a beach, a city. You can do anything, really. I mean, unless it's winter, and then you're basically
screwed.
You're in the thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, right. Well, I want to thank you for joining me
my
today.
pleasure.
It was really nice of you to take the time out of your busy schedule, getting ready for this big tour. And I don't want you to talk anymore because I want you to keep your voice in shape. Please check out Frank on the road, frank-iero.com, and you can see all of his tour dates and check him out in a city near you. Thanks again, and visit your local vocal coach.